Okay, guys, I've been wanting to put up this course within the crypto space, like for the beginners. So this video is going to be detailed, and this is the software I have in my system. I don't really know how much to use it, but it's like the chalkboard or the blackboard that is being used at school. So let me see how much you can actually use the software to actually explain this to you instead of writing with the pen and taking time and the rest of them. Now, the space, if we go on the space, you see Bitcoin, and you see 1,378 currently, and you go to a site like coinschedule, you see hundreds of projects that have been there. I think their estimate, I was reading an article, and the article said they have over 30 ICOs that are being conducted on a daily basis, that are being listed on a daily basis. So CoinSchedule do not have the comprehensive list of them. That is why you have ICO Bench, ICO Alert, and many of these different websites that are actually listing these tokens, and many of them. So all of them offer something unique. So in the space, in the videos, I'll be sharing them into different side. One of the video I'll be making will be on the technical side, where I'll be explaining things like smart contracts, D applications. Then I'll be going to the other technical side. Then I'll be talking about the exchanges, how to buy, and the rest of them. And then now you have then the money. I'll not talk about the money. So this video, it will be long, but if you can listen to me, I'll save you some troubles, and this will be like an introduction to Bitcoin 101. It's like you just came to the college, you get an admission into the college, and you're being taught everything about the college, where you can actually get info on any subject, the privileges the college actually offers, the potential in the college. This is what this thing is just all about. So let's start. Now, you've been hearing about Bitcoin. Now, what is Bitcoin? I will not try to explain much about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is a form of technology. I would have been able to explain it fast if I was using a pen. Now, Bitcoin is a form of technology that is here to change the fintech industry. Now, it goes beyond the fintech industry, but Bitcoin, primarily when it was actually released, it was just to change the way money is sent from one person to another. Now, you already know the hassles we have to face when you are transferring money from your account to another person's account. Let's take, for example, I want to use all these icons in our system to actually depict certain stuff. Now, let's say this is Peter and this is Paul. If Peter is in Africa and he wants to send money to his brother or friend in Europe, what he does, this is Peter, and this is, okay, let me use James to differentiate this. Now, and he wants to move some, money from his account to James' account. What will he do? This money have to go from his account to the central bank's account in that country, then moves internationally. Then you have some protocols like Swift protocols and many other technical stuffs. And then he comes to this country, the central bank, for James' account for the country, and then he goes to the bank. Then you see the many processes. So all this gateway that this money actually follow takes time, and it costs a lot, because they are not going to just verify, because they authorize this transaction and they verify them. They are not just going to verify this thing for free. For each gateway that money actually lands to is being verified, and as as that transaction is verified, as it is given a green light, those gateways actually charge a commission. It may be little, but the aggregate of that transaction adds up to become very big. Now, when you want when you want to send money to, okay, let me use my case scenario now. Okay, when I was in the US and I wanted to send someone money, like I think the money was $200 in another country. When I went to the bank and I said, okay, this is what I want to do, they said, yeah, they can actually do it. But I said, what's the cost? They said they're going to charge $90. And I said, what? You're going to charge 200? You're going to charge $90 on $200? So you're charging me up to 50% on the money I want to send? I said, no, I'm not sending the money. So I had to contact the person and said, okay, this is the hurdle I'm actually facing. Please be patient with me as I find ways to actually do this up. So you see, it's not really efficient, right? So you now have other solutions, alternatives for the banks, like paper. Paper is just like an intermediary within the system to actually make this thing faster and offer some escrow and make something. Paper is very unique in their own stuff, but they still have their own fees. It takes days and many other household, like suppose there's a conflict, how do you realize the conflict and many other stuff. So there are many gateways like Visa, MasterCard, many of these stuffs they're actually providing one form of financial service or the other. And then you have the global, you have the banks, then you have the global remittance services, then you now have the those who are in the debit system like the Visa card, which I've said. Then you have the remit services like let me make this thing so you see these things logically, like World Remit, you have platforms like World Remit, then you have things like Western Union, you have things like platforms like MoneyGram, and there are many. So these are just in the money remittance services and the rest of them, but all these add up large number of large costs and many stuff. So what did Satoshi Nakamoto actually do? Satoshi Nakamoto, he thought and invented a system that says, okay, what about if Peter can actually send money directly to John, and John or James here can actually confirm that the money actually left Peter's wallet or account to his account. So what did they do? He brought about a technology that is very different. Now you have to understand that everything you see on earth today was started by someone, good or bad. Everything was conceived in the mind of someone. And if it is conceived in the mind, like as you can see from South Africa, I think when Nelson Mandela conceived maybe in his mind that, yeah, apartheid can be brought to an end, the black and the white could be the same. A lot of people could see him, maybe he's crazy and the rest of them. So he actually bettered this technology and said, okay, what about this thing could be done, right? So that is where the technology, the blockchain technology, was actually bettered in. And what is the blockchain? So this is a block. You have data, and then you have a distributed ledger. So you have data, you have ledger, and then you have distributed ledger. So what happens when Peter sends money to John? There is the amount, there is a timestamp, there is the attribution, where is the money coming from, where the money is going to, and you have many other data. So rather than commit these stuffs to many other organizations, the blockchain is aggregating all this data from the amount, the timestamp, the attribution, the many other features, aggregate them into a block, or aggregate them into something. If block is very difficult for you to understand, aggregate them into something they call a unit. Now this unit, this is for one transaction. So if Peter also sends another amount of money to James the next time, or someone like let me just think of a random name, Mark, he built another block or unit that is linked to the previous one, and other people that are actually in the system, other people that are actually in the system, other people that are actually doing transaction in the system, keep creating block, and this block they are being linked to another in something they call a chain. So this is another one. It's being linked, and you see other ones. So you see different you see different blocks being linked, together in the other in the many steps, right? So that is the blockchain. So let me erase this stuff and let me show you how this transaction. I hope you actually got that explanation. Okay, now you might be saying, who is now authorizing these transactions? Since Peter is sending money to James. So since Peter is sending money to James, who is actually authorizing these transactions? Since they are no central body, since they are not like Visa, since they are not like Swift Protocol and the rest of them, maybe those of you who did banking and finance and the rest who works in the bank, and you might be asking, how is that possible? What actually happens is those systems are centralized. So they are centralized. You can see that maybe you just have a central bank, and this is another central bank, and then you have a bank. Now, but when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain, these things are actually confirmed by people who have a computer and software that are dedicated to authorizing transaction through a process where they solve complex mathematical algorithms, complex mathematical calculations, by renting out their computer space or power and also special hardware to actually confirm this transaction. So in a nutshell, what is this confirming of transaction? The confirming of a transaction is called, for a cryptocurrency, is called mining. I would have written, but I don't really know how to write, so bear with me. So it's called mining. So what is mining? Mining is the art of confirming cryptocurrency transactions. Now, how is this thing being confirmed? You might be asking. This thing is being confirmed by different computers. You have this is a computer now. This is another computer. This is another computer. So you have people who have computers all over the world that are situated around the world. As you can see from my last explanation, I explained. You see a block of transaction is being added and is being linked to other transactions. Now There are people who have computers all over the world, and what they do, they dedicate these computers to this system. The Bitcoin or cryptocurrency have their own software. Now, this software, whenever there's a transaction that goes from Peter to James, to actually confirm it, it's like actually saying you have to write. It's like there's an exam that is being set for the computers, and the person whose computer gets the that is able to solve that exam question or solve that question, the first person is actually the one who actually confirms that transaction. That is what mining is about. So if that person's computer is able to be the first one to actually confirm to solve that problem, it automatically becomes the one that is able to confirm that transaction, and that computer gets rewarded in some coins, some extra amount, because when Peter sends money to John, they charge him a little transaction fees. So the miners receive a little portion or a certain percent of that transaction fee in reward for actually confirming the transaction, instead of that money to be going to other platforms, just like I told you, if you want to move money around. So I hope you actually got that concept. Just be patient. We are coming to how to make money with cryptocurrency. So I hope you actually got that explanation. Okay, now let's move on to what they call cryptocurrency. You might be hearing of Bitcoin. What is cryptocurrency? So you now have crypto, then you now have currency. We already know currency. How? It's like money. The best thing is, okay, currency is money. Cryptocurrency is a form of digital money. Remember that your fiat currency is also like digital. You can actually have digital money. You move around, maybe your mobile phone or send over the internet and the rest of them. But why they call it cryptocurrency is because it's built around something they call cryptography. Cryptography has to do with like encryption and decryption, of which we will not go. I don't want to make this video very, very long. I don't want to go into the more technical stuff. So just understand that is what cryptocurrency is all about. So this is the basic. I told you I'm going to make a video to talk about the technical side. So you just understand the basics now. And now let's talk about how to make the money with cryptocurrency. The money. Okay. Now the first way you can actually make money with cryptocurrencies is by trading. Now trading, it means that you buy and then you sell. So let's go to the chart. Okay, what it basically means, you buy. You can buy at any position, just like if you've traded the stocks before. Your goal should be, I want to buy low, then sell high. But it does not matter because the price of these tokens actually goes up over a certain period of time, maybe daily, weekly, and the rest of them. So you may even get in now while it is high like this and still make profit if you can be patient, because this thing in the next couple of days can jump to maybe 400 or any amount. I'm not actually predicting. So that is one of the things you have to know. So talk about buy, right? So you buy and then you sell. So how do you now buy and how do you now sell? So now, if I want to buy, how do I buy? Because maybe you are confused. How do I buy and how do I sell? I will not talk about that now. I will be making another video on how do you buy the coin with your dollars, and how do you now sell. But just know that you buy and then you sell, like you're selling some your wares or your accessories in the market. So when you talk about buying, it's like you're buying a stock. You can decide to sell whenever you want to sell. So you have the short time. I hope this video will help you. You have the short time. You're buying. Maybe you want to hold for the short time, or you want to be selling and trading on a daily basis, and then, or maybe you want to hold for the long time. Then you sell. Okay, let's move on. I hope I can remember everything and actually teach you. Now, number two way you can actually make money is mining. Number two way you can actually make money is called mining. What is mining? I've already explained what is mining. So how can you now mine? There are two ways. This video is an intro. We'll be digging deep into each of them. The first one is called cloud mining. Cloud. And the other one is called personal. Personal. Now, cloud mining has to do with you are leveraging on a company's hardware. So you are saying, okay, just like you can leverage on Amazon's or Google, like Google have a service called the Dropbox. So you have something like the Dropbox, where you can actually Dropbox, if I'm not mistaken, Dropbox should belong to something like Microsoft. Then Google Drive belongs to G Drive, something like that belongs to Amazon. But that is not Google. That does not mean. So you are leveraging on this company's capability. That they have the money, they have the power, they have the money to buy these things at a much cheaper rate because they are buying in large volume and the rest of it. And then they have the expertise to take care of this team at the time. So you are leveraging on those factors, and you are having a contract with them, of which we will talk about in a much later video. This is just an intro to actually mine bitcoins to become part of those. So you are renting the computer power to actually mine the coins, that bitcoin and the rest. Then the other one is personal. Maybe you choose not to actually go to use some other people, like the people who don't want other people to actually help them with certain things. They want to do it on their own, no problem. You can actually buy these stuffs, of which we'll talk in a much later video. So this is a way. So whether you are leveraging other people through the cloud or personal, I told you that once you become part of the network and you are part of those who are confirming transactions, you get a percent of the transaction fees, right? So let's move on to the third way you can actually make money with cryptocurrencies. Now, the third way you can actually make money with cryptocurrencies is what they call the proof of stake, PUOS. Now, proof of stake is a way where you actually have a certain amount of coins, and you're not actually mining currency per se, but you can actually call it mining in the sense that in the cryptocurrency world, mining is referred to the art of confirming transactions. So a Bitcoin uses what they call the POW, which is called the proof of work. So like I told you, I said this computer actually work at something. They are competing to solve a mathematical problem, which is called the transaction, which Peter has initiated to Paul. Now, but these things consume energy. It takes high energy, like ASI, something hardware than the rest of them. And then you talk about the algorithm, different type of algorithm like SHA-258 and script and many other algorithms and the rest of them. But what this proof of stake actually is about is, it's saying that, okay, we want to form a committee of those who can actually confirm transactions and authorize transactions. And the qualification to actually confirm this is not you coming to use energy and the rest of them. For you to be part of those that can actually confirm this. So they build this protocol, they build this rules and the rest of them into the system, and it says, okay, any account that have a wallet that has such amount of coins can actually partake in the authorization of this stuff. So it means that if you have, let's say, the coin, because as you can see from CoinMarketCap, you have over 1,378. So you're not seeing a coin that tells you if you can have such amount of coins. Every coin have a different amount. If you have such amount of coins, maybe 100, maybe 2,000, whatever the amount is actually set in your wallet. Wallet basically is like a kind of repository, a kind of a boss, an account, and your account like in cryptocurrency they call it wallet, similar to your bank account. So if you can have such amount in your cryptocurrency bank account, let me say so you actually understand, you become part of those who actually authorize this thing. So this coin will authorize using one of your platform, and you get rewarded in some percentage according to the transaction that was actually done. So I said this is a more technical stuff. We'll explain that in a much later video. Now the fourth way is called the master node. Now the master node, we'll start with what is a node. Now node basically refers to, I told you that there are different computers all over the world that are actually part of confirming the transactions that actually takes place within the ecosystem. Now what master node actually does, master node just goes beyond becoming just a normal node within the network. Master node now goes beyond confirming transactions like privacy and many other functions. We'll talk about master node later. So you become a master node, and it's also similar to the POS where you get certain amount of tokens. You become a master node, and it's like a form of staking, and you get certain returns per month. When I tell you about those, when we talk about the master node, then I will show you everything, the coins and the returns you can actually be getting. So keep that in mind. That is the fourth way you can actually make money with cryptocurrency. So the first one I talk about trading, maybe on a day trading, or you're buying for the short time, then you sell, then or buying and holding for long term. Then the fifth, that is the fourth one. The fifth one has to do with services. So you have to understand, like I said in one of my videos, I said I think there are over 10 million people. I mean, I'm just giving the estimate because one of the guys who is big in the industry said there are less than, I think, 2 million people who actually use cryptocurrency, and over 90% of these people are just there for the gains. So you have to understand that blockchain is a technology like the internet, and in the internet you have different services like Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, and the rest of them who are offering something unique. It's not just browse and the rest of them. Now there are services on the platform which you can actually participate in doing one or two things and get rewarded in coins or tokens that can actually help you make some money by the side. Now what are some of the services you can actually do? I'm going to open a coin. If you see this coin now, let's open this coin so you see. CI coin, it's one of the projects you can actually rent out your computer hardware. When I mean computer hardware, I'm talking about the space in your computer. Like if I open my system now, it will tell me how much data can be stored in this system. It tells you maybe in gig or terabyte and the rest of them. Then it says, okay, this is what has been used so far. And you see most people, maybe a person can have a system that uses 4 terabytes or 1 terabyte Okay, maybe that might be very difficult to understand. Maybe 1,000 gig, and sometimes you see the people they don't even use the stuff. Maybe there are people who don't even download very heavy software. Maybe their own is just okay. I have Microsoft Word. I have this application. I can browse with it, and then I can watch film movies with it, and it's end. Okay, these are the people Satec is recruiting on board. They are saying that guys like Facebook, Amazon, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and the rest of them, when they want to actually store data on the cloud, because you have to pay attention to cloud technology. This is when you can actually store data on the cloud. Cloud meaning you are storing them on a company's they have very hardware that are protected and the rest of them. So you can actually store these things there. But what this CICO is actually doing, okay, what about instead of concentrating this data in just one place, where if an attack is actually launched against them, if the attack succeeds, it means that a lot of people are going to lose their data and many other sources, which is something that we don't actually want. Second, what Second is doing now, Second is becoming a competitor to Amazon, Google Cloud, Dropbox, and many of those cloud services. And they're not going to have one central place. There's something like this is called Tech office. No, it's all over the world. People, you and I can actually partake in the system by you're renting out your hardware, and at the end of the month you get paid in some tokens. And there are many of them like then another one you can actually do is maybe something like Steam. With this one you can actually write blog posts. This is a social network that pays you to actually post, just like Facebook and the rest of don't pay you. This one actually pays you. And then you have there are many stuff like Substratum. You can rent your computer hardware to be part of hosting of a website, and many other source that are actually doing within a very unique system in it. So that is the issue of service. Okay, that is where you can make money with crypto. Then the sixth one has to do with games. Okay, you can put it maybe games, and maybe similar to the last one, games and services. Now, I don't play games, but there are a lot of people who play games. There are a lot of services that are coming up. I'll give you updates on that later. A lot of services you can actually play games and make money by the side. Those are services. Then the seventh one. The seventh one is called ICO. So what is an ICO? ICO is like a company. It's similar to the normal IPO, initial public offering. This is when the company is going public and they want to raise money and many other stuff. So ICO is, we have the existing companies, which is the old companies. Then you have the new companies, new blockchain tech companies, and then you have the controversial ones. Now, the old companies are companies that have been doing business for a while. They are saying, okay, we need to scale this business and we need money and the many stuff and the rest of them. Okay, what do? You invest in these platforms and you make returns and the rest of them. Now the new companies are companies that are saying, okay, we have a new idea, we're passionate and this thing is bubbling, let's raise money and can actually raise money through that. Then the controversial one is the ones that you actually, they tell you, okay, we know how to trade, you have a system that can trade or whatever thing they actually tell you, and then say, okay, will be, if you give a certain amount of money, we'll be giving you a certain percent of the money. And in the space, it's a little bit controversial in the rest of them, but let's see what becomes of them in the upcoming years. So guys, there are 7 ways you can actually make money in the space. So of all the 7 I have said, you may do all of them. I hope this video actually help you to actually understand the basics of how to make money in crypto. So in the next video, I'll be digging down everything you need to know. I will be explaining each of those steps because I just give you 7 strategies. So I will be explaining each of those strategies one after the other. We will be breaking it down I'll be using in a kind of presentation to make it very look very okay to you. So guys, if this video was very helpful to you, you can actually comment below, and if there's any subject you want me to cover, reach to me, and do have a very good day. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.